Hey, greetings everyone, it's GleeCon, and I'm back again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. So I thank you so much for watching, for tuning in, and we're going to jump into the Barrens again with another episode here. Looks like we don't have to worry, it's either already over, or we just don't have to worry about the server reset today, so that's good. Maybe we got it out of the way early yesterday. So we're really going to spend very little time. This is probably the only other episode before we actually run Wailing Caverns that we're going to do with our alliance. We've been running the neutral quest so far, so stay a while and listen. That so far consisted of just killing Baron Longshore, some pirates, getting some stolen booty. Then we went up to the mine. We got the cat's eye gem, emerald, whatever, and we did the ignition and escape breadcrumbs, and then we even finished out all the Samophlange. So all that's left is we need one Raptor Horn to get smart drinks, which is a prereq before we go to Wailing Caverns, and then we have to do some of the Stone Talon. There's a couple, 2, 3. There's a breadcrumb out here to drop off Ziz Fizziks. We have to get these eggs, and I'll probably run us all the way to the end to get the flight path, and then fly us back to Ratchet. I think we'll actually maybe save a little bit of time in the long run. But since we have to run, we're going to run in this direction because supposedly, according to Questy, there's some spawn points for the Scythe Claw, whatever, the kind of raptor that we need. Okay, we don't want to go too far up there. You can get to Ashenvale this way as Alliance. We've done it before. There's one of our Scythe Claws, and there's another one right there. So that's good. We got a couple chances. You can get there, you just kind of have to divert yourself. Oh, there's a tin vein up there too. So we're definitely going to get our hands on some tin. Tin. Okay, we did not get the one horn we need. And then they're going to make that into some kind of drink. Booster's just popping off this morning. Alright, our mining's up to 133. Which means we are in the... We're in the ballpark area of being able to... Oh, we already did pay for it. We're already an expert miner and expert blacksmith. We're actually expert everything. On the last episode, we picked up that expert fishing. So now we are officially at all professions. We're in the expert ranking. Artisan would be next, and I don't know. I would imagine we'll get artisan blacksmithing from the Dwarves Iron Forge. Mining, I'm pretty sure you can pick up from anywhere. There we go. We got our last horn. I had a feeling it wouldn't be that big a deal. So now we're just making a run here. There's a Savannah Patriarch. We also killed a few elite rares. I think at least 3 rares. A couple elite rares. We're going to make our way in here into Stone Talon. So we're going to walk past some horde people. Not that hard. We're going to make our way up. We'll kill Ziz Fizziks here just by turning that in. Actually, I think we'll do that first, and we'll get whatever eggs we see on that walk. And then, I mean, there's some egg spawn up there. So, I'm not that worried about, I think it'll be cool to push it up forward a little bit. Alright, so what do we need? We need 3 more points to get our next rank. We're going to give 1 to Conviction, definitely. But then where are we going to get our other 2 points from? I would imagine we're going to get 1 from Improved Blessing of Might. Now, Improved Seal of the Crusader, that's worth it. I do kind of like that move. So, I think it's better to get the Blessing of Might, but then I'll probably give that 3rd one to Improved Seal of the Crusader, which will unlock 2-handed weapon spec for us. And Sanctity Aura. So Sanctity Aura is going to be a straight DPS buff for us. How's my bag looking? It's pretty full. We have... Okay, we can afford some more copper. Yeah, we just gotta... I mean, we just spilt over with tin. If we can find a forge... We'll be in good shape too. I know in Ratchet there's a forge, so we'll just have to make it work until then. I am pretty darn sure we can get rid of the Samophlange manual. So yeah, let's just do that. Let's just toss that bad boy right now. I know you can destroy it at some point. Just don't know exactly when. We have so many of these lighter healing potions. So maybe I'm just going to destroy this one. We could condense the stones, the rough stones and the coarse stones. Could condense them, but we're still collecting them. We got a bunch of raptor eggs that we could cook. I don't want to mess with the... I mean, I have one milk. What else do I have? Elixir of water breathing. I probably should save that because we know we have some quests coming up in our lifetime where it would behoove us to be able to breathe underwater. Yeah, it's just getting tight. It's just getting tight in there. I could toss that shield. It's kind of a janky shield. Yeah, I mean, got those crab cakes. We need to keep the keg of thunder brew. That's a quest item. Alright, I guess we'll toss the shield now, even though it probably sells for more than some of this green junk. So that buys us 2 bag slots, because we need at least one when we start collecting the eggs. A lot of our problem is that we have a lot of stuff in the... Oh, we have milk here, but we also have juice as our main thing. Okay, I'll toss the milk. Fine. That's an acceptable loss. Should I get more copper? I mean, we're kind of at a deficit. Copper versus tin. So, alright, so this is a guard right here. I might have went the wrong way. You can get through here, but much like the Ashenvale thing, if you want to take this path, you got to do it a different way. Well, now I'm going to get the copper since we're going to walk literally right by it. I think you got to kind of go around this mountain, and then there's a path. It's pretty poor. It's a thin way, a thin excuse for keeping a path open for the Alliance. And essentially, what they do is they'll have areas where there's been like an incursion or whatever. And for whatever reason, they don't have the manpower to post the guards and or fix the breach. See, here's a tower that has been blasted. The wall has been smashed. And yet, no one is here addressing that issue. So, clear path through. Here's where we could have continued to hunt for the horns if we needed them. Yeah, so tomorrow we should be in good shape. Because like I said, we're pretty much done already. We just picking up these tiny little things in Stone Talon. The order of operations, we're going to be turning in Ziz Fizziks, picking up the eggs. We're not picking up any other quests while we're out there. Picking up the eggs, and then we will fly back to Ratchet. And when we fly to Ratchet, we're going to be turning in our escape, Samophlange, Raptor Horns, and picking up the Wailing Essence. And then we are going to make our way over to Wailing Caverns. So we just bypassed the little mini quest hub. Actually, it's right here with the Horde. It's a very low-level quest hub. You could absolutely... You know, I've kicked around the idea... I don't know that I want to do this. Because it's kind of crazy. But I thought about doing... I just don't know where I would fit it in. But there would be another way to do what I'm doing, which is go do every level 1 quest in the game, then do every level 2 quest. You know, do not just separate it by zone the way I'm doing, but it would require, first of all, it would be tedious because it would require so much travel. Every few quests, you're traveling to a new zone. Then, how do you handle dungeon quests, you know? You just keep running the dungeons over and over again? That's another concept. That's another thing you could do. So and what would be the benefit? Well, the benefit would be you would never, ever struggle, ever. Now, you might be broke because of all the travel. As a matter of fact, I don't know how you would afford to do it, especially in the beginning of the game. Like, you'd be going out killing mobs just to get the money for the flight path in the beginning. And sure, eventually it would all catch up, it'd all shake out. But yeah, I see, and you could alleviate the issue by, there's a tin vein up there. You could alleviate the issue by maybe being like a mage, but then I'm already playing a mage, so then that sounds boring. I don't know what I would want to do. Oh, I want that. Bro. Give me the tin, bro. Jumping. Jumpy poo. Maybe I should have to come from the other side. Dag. Darn it. Probably. We're just at such a... The tin is basically every piece of tin we get is equating into a couple pieces of bronze, so... It's worth it. Like, we could get as many as 8 bars of bronze just from stopping here. And it gives us an increase to our mining. All these things are valuable. This person says, looking for an open marriage. Doesn't sound to me as fun as she might think. There's no perfect system. I'm sure. But, I mean, I'm obviously biased too. I'm been married for a long time, so, I don't see, like, it's a system that obviously works for me. But that just seems like a ripe opportunity for... I mean, you'd have to be... I guess if you were really, really secure, both partners were just super secure, but then it's just so many variables. How many people do you know that are that secure where they would know that their significant other could just go sleep with other people and you would not bat an eye? And I'm not talking like that's your kink or whatever, like that's because I think there's probably those things don't have to go hand in hand. You can be interested in that, but also then be psychologically tormented, I would imagine. I don't know. But then you're also saying every single person you involve in this openness. I can't believe this is what I'm discussing. But you'd be hoping that they would be just as chill and at peace with their own self-esteem and all that stuff. And I just that's a tall ask. Not to mention the health concerns, and I don't know, it just... That, this seems to me more... What is this thing? Oh, it's one of those flames for the summer. That's cool. I'm not gonna get it. We'll talk about those some other day. That'll be something we do. I'm not really actually interested in doing them in-game. And now, when we have a... different kind of run. When we go into retail, whole nother experience. And I'm still sussing out how I'm going to make that look and what the quests will look like, how our sheets and coverage will look like. I haven't even started I don't know that I will even do a dry run on that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I'm going to, because the dry run is going to necessitate okay, we got 3 eggs and no babies came out. So, unlike that first valley we went to where babies pretty much shot out of every single egg, these eggs seem to be a little bit more chill about it. 2 more. Oh, babies came out of that one. I spoke too soon. Maybe I should switch over to the ret. Nice to have a little, when you're fighting really weak little biddies, it's kind of nice to have that little thorns effect, typically. Okay, well, I'm being fought by multiple people now. Oops. Okay. Not exactly how I wanted that to go down, but that's okay.
I can't carry
Yeah,
it.
so we're automatically just full to the brim. And how do I want to handle that? Oh, gosh. I mean, armor by 60 is pretty weak, so I guess I'm going to bust that out. That'll help me do something. That'll give me one spot.
Inventory
Now I'm
is
still...
full.
The Ichor is a joke, but... Sure. I'm going to use this too. Who cares about my intellect? At least that just gives me one. Alright, I guess I'll toss the linen cloth. Okay, then let's see.
I can't carry anymore.
These are all things that, too, are such a, like, joke. They're not useful for what we're doing. There's, like, nothing worth throwing out for this trash. So I guess I'm going to throw this egg out. What I should have done was loot them all.
Inventory is full.
Yeah, because some of this stuff is so pathetically small. Homegirl needs some bag help. Alright, I don't think Ziz Fizziks is going to help us clear our inventory at all. This is just a breadcrumb if we wanted to start questing Venture Co. style out here.
I thought those venture company higher ups
So he
were
gives us
slave
the Super Reaper.
But then I met
I'm going to do
the
the spreadsheet
cruelest of
after
them
today.
all. Ha!
It's
Though
so
better than
straightforward.
being out of a job, I suppose. Or worse, working with that Gerenzo. If you're here to help, I've got something.
It's so straightforward, and we're not going to finish. We're not going to get a lot done. We're not going to, because we're going to make our way over to the Wailing Caverns soon, and very soon. We're almost done. It feels like we're just kind of puttering around, but we really, truly are, like, right up there, brushing up against it.
I can't carry anymore.
Can't carry any more eggs. Okay, so clearly I need a space for that. Uh-oh, a mama appeared. And another one came to help out. Okay. Hit her with the stun. She's actually worth XP. Okay. That one was able to build some stacks. This other, I don't like that this other one all of my business. And this baby's still here too. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm getting, yeah, see, I'm building, what I want to do is exactly that. I want to have the
Inventory is full.
spider silk is useful, not necessarily for my class, but, and then this is going to give me that stupid egg again.
I can't carry anymore.
They want me to re-go after whatever. The problem is that they're making, I'm going to get rid of the spider ichor because I know what that's for. That's for that recipe, that cooking recipe that is useless, and the ichor itself sells for just a couple copper. Okay. Just one little baby this time. We only have 5 eggs? No, 9. Oh, and now a mom has come. Annoying pieces of garbage.
I can't carry anymore.
Got nothing. Okay, so spider pulp actually sells for a good amount. So we're gonna take this actually to make, oh, the anti-venom. And anti-venom actually, again, sells for a pretty decent amount. Oh, goodness. Okay, we gotta trash something more. Alright, I guess let's start condensing some of this. Grinding stones, that could cut it in half. These quartz grinding stones, that's good. We can get rid of that.
Inventory is full.
Don't have the room, so it's actually not going to do anything for us because we only have rough. Okay. Alright, we'll get rid of that. Put that up there. That buys us 1 spot. Ag, nab it. Okay, we're getting into some serious danger here with our inventory. Ugh. Spider Palp is actually good. Alright, I'm getting rid of those green boots. Just to help me with the navigation of... but we're losing silver. We're losing money on this deal because we don't have bags, basically. And because mining is so stinking annoying in terms of bag space. Alright, so this is not... I mean, we actually... I lied. I was going to say this isn't... It says we have... Before I could have sworn it said we had 9. And I guess I read that wrong. We really only have 5. Alright, I'm going to go for this 1 cluster of egg. No, but then look, it says we have 9 right there. It says we have 9, so Questy's freaking out. Questy's bugging, man. Alright, then I'm skipping this and we're just going to make our run up.
I can't carry anymore.
Of course you can't. Get rid of the small spider egg. Give me that crashed egg sack. Alright, so I think I'm good on the spider sacks.
Inventory is full.
Of course it is. Got a lot of crap to give me. Okay, so we need 4 more, but we also do have this pocket of eggs that's on the way for us, so I say we just head that way. Stop messing around. We've killing a big chunk of our time on this episode because of these eggs, but a couple of these have respawned, and you know, if we finish, even all the better. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush, you know, it's right here in front of us. Okay, 2 to go. Hopefully we can get that out of 1 egg. I don't think I've had one where only 1 baby spider egg came out. Got it. Now we might be in a sitch where we have... Looks like we have... No, we have exactly 15. Okay, cool. Our defense raised out of that too. Alright, so now we're out of here. Now we're just going to make a little jog up to the top of the canyon. And it'll get a flight path for us that will be helpful for us later down the road. Although I do hate the location of the flight path. It's not... You want as centrally located as flight path as possible for your quests. But most of the quests for the Alliance are down here in Windshear Crag. Or the Charred Vale, and your flight path is way up there. At least with the Horde, your area is right there. So you can kind of centrally go to all the things. And they actually have a shortcut. So this is a zone that is far more friendly for the Horde than for the Alliance. So let's kind of go through the world and see. What do we know? Well, obviously Teldrassil, Alliance-only zone. Only flight path is outside in the city, but your little base is fairly centrally located. Darkshore, I guess it's kind of centrally located, but this zone is so long. The quests that appear on either extreme are going to be annoying, and again, Alliance-only zone. Moonglade doesn't really matter. We haven't been there on this account. Whatever, it's a tiny little zone, so it's kind of not really a questing zone. Although I do think there are a couple quests there. Felwood, we haven't been. It looks as though I'm pretty sure it's neutral, and it looks as though our path is annoying and at the top. But we'll find out when we get there. Winters... What the heck is this? I think I clicked the show. That's Winter Spring? Weird. It's kind of weird on the map. So Winter Spring, well, we have the one flight path near it, and then our other one, the main base for both factions, is centrally located. So Winter Spring's not too shabby. You can't go to Mount Hyjal. That's locked off. Ajara, we do have one right on the border, and I believe the Horde is right on the border too. I would imagine questing is kind of weird, but I also don't think that there's tons of questing in Ajara. It's my recollection. I don't know, I've always felt like Ajara was a dead zone, but maybe it's just because it's a far higher level. Ashenvale is okay. We're fairly centrally located and kind of close to the dungeon. And the Horde has 2 flight paths, so the Horde has it even better, even though I would call that, whatever, it's contested. Stone Talon we just discussed. This is just something for us to kill the time. Barrens, all we have is Ratchet. At least it's semi-centrally located. It's not a zone for us, though. Duratar, not our zone. Desolus, we only have one right at the tip top. So, kind of butt cheeks on that one. Mulgore is not for us. What is this? Feralus? Looks like we get 2. This one is kind of sort of... So we have one that's sort of kind of centrally located, the little Feather Moon Isle or whatever it's called. And then you have this other one that is... It's really supposed to be our Thousand Needles flight path. So Thousand Needles is kind of meh, but the only thing you need to do in Thousand Needles as an alliance is deal with the Shimmering Flats, and while you don't have one in Thousand Needles, you do have one at the top in Gadget Stand, so that's very convenient for either faction. Actually, as Horde, I'm more likely to use that one when I'm questing in the Thousand Needles than I am to use Freewind Post. It's just so convenient. Silithus, it looks like everybody gets 1 flight path. It's kind of in the middle, not too shabby. Ungoro Crater, there are no flight paths. So there is this guy. I guess they've added a flight path at the tip top of the zone, and I think that's Alliance only. I kind of think the Horde don't even have a flight path in the area. And then we already discussed Tanaris. Okay. What about in the Eastern Kingdoms? In the top, this is where the Blood Elves live, and we don't have any access. I still think to this day there's nothing there. Undercity is not our zone. Western Plaguelands, when we get there, we do have this one that's really sort of centralized to Alterac Mountains. It's kind of near Scalamance. For the rest of the zone, meh. Eastern Plaguelands, you just get Light's Hope Chapel. Originally, I believe there was no flight path or inn at Light's Hope Chapel. So that is... an upgrade. I think that they did some patches in I'll take that, but it's okay, kind of central but off to the side. Silverpine is not a zone. Gilneas doesn't exist for us yet. Alterac Mountains, again, like I said, we get that flight path up there at the tip top. I don't know if that's a neutral one or not, but it makes up for the fact that if you go to Hillsbrad, our flight path is way down there. We got tin and copper, just a combo up here. Let's see if we can spend some time on those bad boys. So yeah, that's it. We just sort of kind of discussing flight paths as we walk up the long road from, and we can keep doing it while we fly too. And we'll get to some fun here soon. I know we're about halfway through the episode, but we'll get to spend some time slaying really quickly when we get to Wailing Caverns, and we'll use the forge in Ratchet to help us out a little bit. Make some grinding stones, because I don't know how intense it is in the Wailing Caverns when it comes to actually having mining materials, but we're going to sell most of this. I mean, I'm pretty sure everything can be sort of kind of condensed in this couple stacks here. We do have much more, well, not much more. Well, okay, we do. We have 27 copper as opposed to 18 tin. And we already have 8 other copper, so okay. Fair enough. They are killing some of my friends. Darn it. You stinking troll. You would think that we could, like, jump in and help them, but... No. That's not how it works. And I'm glad, because when I play as a horde, I would not want some Alliance Toon to be able to jump in and start smiting me. Bopping me on the back of the head. Alright, so here's the town. This is going to be our next zone. And we're getting the flight path early for it, so that's great. I'm not even going to worry about selling. We'll sell when we land in Ratchet.
Where would you like to fly to?
To Ratchet, my friend. For 10.5 silver. That's just highway robbery. Alright, back to looking at flight paths. Hinterlands has one up here at Airy Peak. And I believe the Hordes is over there, so I think they're both kind of meh. Arathi is... Alterac doesn't have flight paths for anyone. It's a split if you look at it, because we can access it from up in Western Plaguelands fairly easy. They can access it from Hillsbrad up there pretty easy. So, it's kind of meh. Alterac, we are dead centrally located. That's really good. Horde has theirs up here. We also have a semi-friendly base in Stromgard. So I'd give us the edge there. Wetlands, I hate the fact that that's located over there. It's annoying for questing the rest of the zone. Don't even know what the heck this is. I'd have to look and see. I don't even know what that becomes, if it even exists. Lochmadon. It's okay. Not the worst. Iron Forge, of course. Capital. We got a bunch, but these are... Sendicite is wetlands. Then we have a lot of... whatchamacallit? Nomergon quests that come out of that. Okay. Right around here. Searing Gorge, maybe? I don't know. Looks like we're centrally located. Badlands sucks. We don't have any. The Horde at least have Kargath, I think, over there. All we have is Stelsamar, so we can walk from there every time we want to quest here. Annoying. Totally annoying zone to quest in for the Alliance. I guess for Burning Steps or whatever this is. We have one down there. Not the best. That, I think, becomes Twilight Highlands. Of course, Old Stormwind. That's when we do Red Ridge. We have to make sure we pick that one up. Got a bunch going on in Stormwind. We'll clean all that. It'll get cleaned up. Don't worry. Red Ridge coming up soon. We got it's actually, this zone's not that big, so even though we're off to one side, it's not that bad. Not as bad as it looks. Westfall, pretty centrally located. That's a good one. Duskwood, no, that one could be better if it was centrally located. Deadwind Pass, nobody gets anything. Swampasaurus, I didn't realize we don't get a Swampasaurus, so same thing, questing here, you gotta go into the Blasted Lands, and then use that flight path if you want to quest in the Swampasaurus, and you do if you're a completionist like us. That's kind of annoying. And then Stranglethorn Vale, we only get Booty Bay, which also sucks because we have a ton of quests, and the Horde gets 2. So there might be some I'm overlooking where Alliance has an advantage, but there are definite areas where the Horde has an advantage over... where Alliance has an advantage over the Horde in terms of overall convenience. But it seems like flight paths are not one of them. Half the bots are current or former Blizz employees. That doesn't make sense. Alright, people are just being weird down there. Alright, so we're still making our journey. They're gonna, because we have to fly around the Barrens since we're kind of in hostile territory. We gotta fly up here to Ajara. When we get there, this will be our plan of attack. Let's take a peeky poo. We're gonna turn those in, sell, smite, run over, and then we're gonna pick up Deviate Hides and Deviate Eradication on the top. And then start working our way into the dungeon. Now, another option that we have is to not be so thorough, because time's ticking on us, and just kind of save ourselves, like when we hit that hour, say maybe in 30 minutes or so. just sort of leave ourselves near the Wailing Caverns, and then tomorrow we'll run Wailing Caverns, and whatever's left over out of Deviant Hide and Serpent Bloom and stuff like that, since we have less quests to turn in and we have nothing else to do in the Barrens, that will be more convenient for us to kind of run around. We can finish those off and turn in the episode after. So that's not the worst idea. So that takes us through the next 2 days, which is good. Then we have probably 1 to 2 days of questing to do. Setting us up to get ready to do Shadowfang Keep. And for the Horde, there are no Shadowfang Keep quests on the Alliance, none at all. So there's no need to worry about that. We'll just go do it. That'll be a one-shot thing. So we'll do a couple days, and then, yeah, so by this upcoming weekend, we should run Shadowfang Keep. And then do a day where we turn in, and depends on how it goes. If we actually look how slow we just kind of slowed our flight as we come along the border here. Feels like we were cruising and then we just slowed down. And then we'll start next week, which will be 4th of July week, which is the big week for us. Wrapping up Shadowfang Keep, just busting it out with the Alliance, wrapping up anything left in the Horde, and then we should be able to start. And again, Barrens is a big zone with 2 dungeons wrapped into this, so we have a lot of things that are going on, but we should be able to start Stone Talon. Now, Stone Talon should take, because we have to do a full zone with 2 factions but no dungeons, it should still probably take about a week and a half. So we'll probably be, you know, getting close, right around, we'll probably finish it maybe with 1. So we'd have to kind of plan who we wanted to do it with first. It's probably a little bit more annoying to do it with the Alliance than the Horde, so we might run it with the Horde first, even though we have been spending a decent amount of time. Actually, maybe we should do Alliance first, because 1, we spent less time with Homegirl, and 2, that will allow us to do Alliance, then a Horde, because then we're going to be doing Red Ridge. Here, we're just going to turn in everything.
Lots to do,
We've
lots
already
to
read
do.
all these.
The Union's given us deadlines, and they're not the sort you
We
want to
gotta
miss.
sell. We gotta sell 1 or 2
Hopefully
things.
we'll be able to get something of value from the wrecked Shredder prototype. My time's running out. I'll dispatch a salvage team
All
to
right,
Whistlecrank's
first of all, I'm putting
location
some
on
of
the
this.
double.
This has got to go. We got to add those
Something for your
in there.
trouble, too.
Silver bars, sure. I'm putting that in there too. I'm not even going to worry about that right now. The moss agate, put that in there too. I'm putting the Keg of Thunder Brew in there too. We need bag space desperately. Chili crab cooking? No, I want. Okay. Do like to keep my recipes on me. That's 225. That's so far away. No, I want to keep it because then I'll forget to buy it twice. Moonstone can go in there too. That's a select item. Okay. Like these recipe things, those I kind of want to keep. All right. Oh, these pearls, they can go in there. All right, so that buys me a little bit of room to turn in these things.
Hey, how you doing? Hopefully we'll be able
Okay.
to get something of value from
Crash.
the wrecked Shredder prototype.
I
My
wasn't
time's
able to get
running
anything
out.
of value.
I'll dispatch a salvage team to Whistlecrank's location on the double.
Maybe.
Oh, let me give you something for your trouble.
Yeah, so he goes to take a look at it, but we
This
can't.
is interesting.
We can't do anything with
Yes.
that Samophlange.
I'll have it sent along to the Tinkers Union headquarters in Undermine. I'm sure after some careful dissection and research, they'll be able to make some sense of it. But perhaps I'll have a little look myself first.
Cool.
Great. You've got them. Now I just need to ground them down and mix them with some wine.
No. I
You
don't know
got
if-
them! Thank you. I'll have these sent to Dizzywig and get them shipped to Booty Bay. I can already taste the profits. Here's your cut, adventurer. I couldn't have made this deal without you. Okay, so the Raptor Horns didn't work so well, but that's all right. No one got rich on their first try. And besides, I think I found something that'll work even better in my smart drinks. There is a substance called whaling essence, and I think it is the cause of the strange plants and animals in the Barrens. Get me some and I'll try it in my drink. I heard the essence gathers in ectoplasmic creatures in the whaling caverns to the west. Hunt those creatures and gather the essence. Look at the size of that thing, adventurer. We're going to be rich. Let's see, according to the rates I've seen on gems going into Undermine, I should be able to figure out your cut. 50%, don't worry. Now let's see. I think this should do about right. Pleasure doing business with you, adventurer. What's up?
Okay, I'm actually going to put spider silk in there too. Not that I don't know that we actually need it, but we're just going to stash it for now. Okay, now we're going to sell and repair all this other stuff that I know we don't need. Crisp spider meat. I don't think we need that. Yeah, we're running out of cooking recipes that actually matter to us, but we don't need that. Okay, let's get rid of all this. I want to actually make this anti-venom, not for its... Sure, we can make the wool bandage too. Not for its medicinal properties, but because it sells. A stack of 3 anti-venom actually sells, if you look, for a decent amount. Yeah, well, okay, I was wrong. Now I know I won't do that crap again. Alright, so... These eggs will be nice when we get there. They're going to be staying with us. Okay, so let's see what we have here. And what we can make. So, we're going to be... First, let's smelt. Let's get our smelting. Yeah, we actually don't need to do all kinds of crazy crafting right now, but for bag space purposes, we do need to get this stuff smelted. And then we still basically need to run over to the Whaling Caverns. We should have time to at least get, you know, gotta pick the other quests up. But yeah, there's only 4 quests. Whaling Essence is a maybe. Deviant Hides a no. We didn't even finish that on the last one. Deviant Eradication, of course, happens within, but we can definitely get the 99-year-old port. And probably put good work in on the Whaling Essence. It's such an easy one to get. And then we'll be all prepped and ready to go for our Whaling Caverns run that we do tomorrow. Excited about that. Should be cool. No news on anything important for me. Still early in the day. So yeah, it's just going to be a day where I focus on enjoying. I'm about done with... I'm about to go do the hard quest, so I'm going to be able to find out for sure, probably right when I get off here, whether or not at 39 can you really truly effectively finish 1,000 Needles. Because at 38... very challenging, and you pretty much need an assist from someone, whoever that is. So I was able to complete it with an assist, a rando assist. I could have potentially maybe slowly ground it out without one. Would have been tight for sure, but I think doable with enough patience. Doable, but I mean, it would have probably taken hours. So, I think that one level of difference, and also class is 100% going to matter. That was as a druid, which, why does that matter? Because it's a melee class. Having a ranged class will totally change things. The same thing with Homegirl here. Now when she gets there... We're also doing things a little differently. We're running the dungeons in a little bit more of an organic level. So that matters because it gives you extra XP. And as a paladin, we had to run that paladin quest line, which really added a ton of extra, stuff to her early in the game here. All right, now I could. So that's great. We have all these bronze bars now. I love it. And now I would say let's make. We can condense ourselves if we just get rough grinding stones and then followed by coarse grinding stones. It's all about the space in the bag. That's gonna cut our. These stones take up so much stinking space. So it's all about that. This Raptor punch. We're never gonna live in a world where I need that actually. So let's just sell that too. Increase my intellect at the cost of my stamina. No, if I was a healer, but I'm not spec'd as a healer at all. So I could try to pull heal duties, but the Raptor Punch, I'm not going to sit on Raptor Punch in the hopes that it makes me a slightly more effective healer once in a blue moon or whatever. Okay, and I know this takes a little bit of time, but it is worth it in the long run. It's going to be worth it in the short run. It's really going to help us with our Wailing Caverns run. And that run is already... We know... In the best of situations, you're going to be tight on bag space with that run. So this actually isn't going to save us anything at all, because these stones aren't going to stack, because I didn't already have a stack going. All right, now I'm not actually going to build anything. One more something. Alright, now we gotta start the run over to Wailing Caverns. Okay. So we've done our bag space, we've done all of our maintenance. And now we've got to run to the Wailing Caverns and first pick up those quests. And we are running out of time. I'm not sure how I want to. Because now it's starting to get so close on time that, I mean, I still would say we could give it like 15 minutes or so. I just don't want to, I don't want to bury myself too deep inside the Wailing Caverns because of time. And I might be tracking my time wrong, like the hour might be up now, but I'm kind of already predetermined that I'm going to take it to, actually you could look at played, huh? Well, that just gives you levels and total time. So we've spent, in total, already almost 50 hours on this character. And we are level 26. Some of that I might have been AFK for, but really not a lot, because but like, sure, maybe I took a flight path at the end of an episode and then walked away. So you might have a little of that here and there. But for the most part, I log off on these characters, or I will fly to that spot and log off when I land there. So that's pretty much mostly genuine playtime with these characters. Now my other guys, absolutely not. My main, if you look at my main on retail, I mean I have not played him. I haven't played the poor dude in months, but I can't even imagine how much time. I'm trying to remember because I've clocked it before, and maybe I'll check it. Nah, I won't. Nah, I won't. I'm waiting, because it's going to hit me with so many updates, and I'm sure there's been skill tree changes, and I don't even want to log in and get overwhelmed with all that, and have to parse through it all until I'm ready to sit down and play retail again. I'm just not I'm just not ready for it. I feel like there's a grindy element to it that I've enjoyed escaping. I don't like the game to feel like an obligation. This is a self-imposed obligation. This is entirely different. Yes, I have a certain obligation because I've decided to commit myself to making a show. That's one thing. But again, that's self-imposed. Nothing would happen if I would stop. I could pick off, like when I go on vacation next week and I take a week and a half off, nothing will change. Like, after that week and a half's up, I can pick up exactly where I left off. And when we do retail, and we do the other expansions, again, because I'm self-imposing these things, there will be no time squish constraint. But when you play the expansions, you are under a certain pressure to clear the content before the next patch comes out, to max the potential quest rewards and the reps and everything, the renown, all that stuff, get it all maxed out before the next expansion comes, and you get 3 months, and I don't like that. And you have the ranking system of mythics, and then, so if you want to really do that, you better be doing it right, and you better be keeping it fast, or you're going to have a hard time getting a group, and I just don't like that. Alright, so we'll pick up quest from this dude, or we can get a 10-slot bag.
A strange breed of
and then
beasts
that one.
arose from beneath the Barrens into the wailing caverns.
Okay, so
These deviant
we got a couple
creatures have
minutes
strange otherworldly
to kill a little bit here.
While evil in nature,
do it.
it is my opinion that some good can come from their existence here in Kalimdor.
Alright, so
Believe
let's
their hides
at
have
least
particular use in the way
just
of leather
take a
working.
peek. Take a
If you
peek through
feel
there.
up to the task, venture
No,
into
I
the
want this
caves
one.
below and retrieve some deviant.
Narlex had a noble goal. Our
Listen
great
to them
leader
talk.
aspired to enter the Emerald Dream and help regrow these harsh lands back into the lush forest it once was. But something went terribly wrong. Narlex's dream turned into a nightmare, and corrupt creatures began to inhabit
Okay,
the
so
caverns.
again, we're not
While
going to
some
get
disciples
any.
of Narlex
Last
seek to
time
wake
we
our
missed the guy
master,
because
my
he was right
concern is
here.
with ridding these caves of the evil beasts. Brave the caverns, adventurer, and eradicate the deviate spawn.
There's a Tauren Shaman, basically what we were doing. So I don't know what their plan is, but I don't really super duper care. Like I said, or was it right here? I think maybe it was one of those two little nooks and crannies we went in, and Homeboy was hiding out there the whole time. It turns out. We're pretty solid though. There's another stealth one. I don't know what that stealth thing's gonna do. Cool. Okay, so we're not. I guess I'm decided to save my mana for the healing. Trying to, determine how do I want to address my leveling or my experience in this cave. Already we're getting bad luck on the actual Wailing Cavern, so let's take a peek, because sometimes old Maglish appears down there. He does stealth, so I didn't see him. Now we're going to go look in the little room for him. But so far we're off to a bad start, where we are not getting any kind of drops on our deviate hides, so that stinks. Can't say that makes me happy, but whatever, it is what it is. We have a second one coming. I do feel like we're a little bit chonkier here on this combo, and that helps. No deviate hides. Oh, I forgot Serpent Blooms. I mean, I should have realized that. We don't have to care about Serpent Blooms. There's our guy. Okay, Okay, so here's Mad Maglish. He's one of the importants that we have to kill. So I'll come at him a little bit harder than I otherwise would. He uses that stun move. I'm waiting for my stun to come off cooldown. So we're gonna get him good. He just tried to use his little smoke bomb at the end. Okay. So that was a little bit more mana intensive than normally. Otherwise counter. Because he was a little tougher. Alright, so that's one key thing. Now we're just going to see, can we get any hide? For goodness sake. And I guess we'll go back and we can crush some Wailing Essence. It does feel like, compared to our Shaman, this is a little smoother. Again, we are one level higher. Someone's been back here, it looks like. We could try to pull those guys. They're just simply annoying to fight. But yeah, we can get the Wailing. Yeah, someone is killed. So we're trailing someone's wake right now. Which is quite alright. I'm okay with that. Okay. Oh, I still have this Retribution Aura on, but I guess because the damage hasn't been really giving me a problem so far. Not a biggie. We got our first hide. Hip hip hooray. Okay. Cool. Yes. So this is why I say when you do this dungeon, like, you're just... Oh, there's a smart drink guy over there. There's just a certain built-in automatic level of... Oh, I never hit that one with the other kind. There we go, we got a second. I felt like we were doing a little bit worse damage, and maybe I never hit him with the Judgment of the Crusader. Maybe, because it felt like that one was... like I was taking longer to die. I mean, I might be wrong. Maybe it's just that they're higher level. Alright, so far we're 10% of the way through the, through the hides. We've got 2 of 20, and now we'll be able to get 1 of our 6 Wailing Essences, because, oh, you know what? If I'm gonna intend on fighting these guys, I gotta save my stun because of that clone. Okay, good. But we gotta be smart about that. Now I'm gonna save my stun for when I fight those guys. So I gotta keep that sitting in the back of the old noggin here. I may log out right inside of Wailing Caverns. I don't know, since I did exactly what I said I wasn't gonna do, which was run myself deep into the dungeon. We got a deviate scale. Not a perfect deviate scale, though. Okay, there's Serpent Bloom that we don't care about. With a nice crit. A nice hefty crit. Yeah, it's pretty good. She's pretty capable. Another deviate scale. I guess we could sell these bad boys on the auction house. But yes, we're definitely in someone's wake here, because a lot of this stuff is not appearing. Normally, you would see a lot more of the little oozes, and nice crit too. Love it when we get a crit like that. Okay. I mean, and overall, this is a very sustainable... maybe if we fought 2 at once or something like that, we'd get ourselves into a different kind of situation, but so far so good. The drop rate on the Deviant Hides is complete and utter cheeks! we find any more whaling? It'd be nice if we could at least find that. Again, not that that matters. Because a lot of people that will do this in the Alliance won't even bother to get that quest. Because you have to do the prereq for it. And even share it. Alright, I don't see... There's the entrance. Again, we are completely... Yep, they are dead. So, absolutely, we are... Someone has come and cleared this whole place out. So that actually is kind of lame for us. Because we were in here for, ideally, some kind of smash and grab type situation, and... Well, you know what? Maybe it'll make it easier for us to step back out of the cave, and then that'll be where we log. Maybe I'll go out by the stone, and then on the next ep, we'll still run this like normal, and then when we do a quest turn-in episode after, there's a so now I'm fighting too, so I'm about to find out real fast. How it goes when I fight two. So one, I gotta save. Yeah. Okay, so I got my second whaling essence. That's good. Still, all told, none too shabby. No, I don't. I think these are the ones that don't run, which is good. We don't want them to run. I did not gain another. Hide. Oh, I see it. Another little ooze over there. We want those. Again, not that it matters. We'll kill more than enough oozes in there, but I guess do you kill at least 30 oozes? I don't know about that. But we don't need I wouldn't need to kill 30. And I do sincerely wish that get some more hides. Like, I feel like we've killed a decent amount. To have 2 hides, it's trash. But what I will do is, well, no, I don't want to do that. Because we're gonna need to hunt people down too. Ah! I pushed the wrong button, the wrong hammer, bro. That sucks. I'm being ballsy right now. Gotta give myself at least a flashlight. Okay. Yeah, that was lame. So that is a big chunk of resources wasted because I pushed the wrong button. Seal of Righteousness instead of Hammer of Justice. Idiot! Be better, Gleekon. Alright, so I'm gonna have to work my way out of this cave now, but at least we have half of our whaling essences. Yikes. You guys kind of wrecking me a little bit. Go. Alright, I'm working my way out. I'll stop messing around. We're fine. Even with 3, we'll be absolutely fine. And like I said, actually, what's going to hold us down is the hides. Like, there's no 2 hides is not going to cut it. You can maybe get around if everybody is on the quest, and for the most part, everybody will be. You can get maybe 10 hides, maybe. Even though everything drops them, as you can see, the drop rate is not great. And you have... Everybody needs 20, so you're looking at needing 100 hides to drop. So just mathematically, even if the drop rate, which it looks like it's like maybe 1 in 5, I don't know that there's 500 mobs in there that you end up killing. I don't think... Probably not. Okay. I will be able to get this Another wailing essence done. And we'll get 4 out of the 6 of those bad boys. Got another mob incoming. Okay. That's how we got it. Still gonna kill everything on the way out. That's at least reasonably in my path, because I would like to get any more hides would be great. But like I said, I'm not as worried. These are the ones that run. Did not get a hide. Got a Malachite, which I just cleared my stack into the bank for, so thanks. Man, it's getting quite low. I guess I could drink, what? One of my juices if I wanted. Good, finally got a 3rd hide.
It's too far away.
Okay. There's another ooze right there. Kill that bad boy on the way out. I mean, so we've done good though. We got our 99-year-old port. Wasting my mana. Buster. Look at that. We got a second thing. A leather belt that I don't need. Sometimes those oozes, I feel like if they either go into stealth, they fade out of existence. I don't know what the story is on them. But they pop in it. It happened to me right here before too. Maybe with our other character. It's like they pop in and out of existence. Anyway, so at least we got 20%. That little look around allowed me the chance to regain some of my mana without even drinking. Stop hitting me with the Z's, bro. You dirty little dog. More deviate scale. Okay. I don't think the regular deviate scales give you. I wonder if that's that Tauren. I don't see him around anymore. Alright, so that's good. I'm gonna walk over to the little stone to log out, and this is where I'll pick up next time. I'm on the fence. You might miss a little bit of my killing because I might just kill some mobs while I'm waiting for a group on the next episode. So you might see me starting in with a few more hides, but that's the only thing I'll do without you. Alright, thank you everybody so much for watching, for tuning in. You all rock. You're like my family. Thanks everybody. See you next time on Lore of Warcraft.